Namaste. I'm Matt Black. We're here to cleanse our chakras using Reiki. Let me start by saying this video is intended for all my students that have already attuned to Reiki 1. If you haven't been attuned to Reiki 1, then this isn't Reiki that you're doing. It would just be energy work. But don't let that stop you. Feel free to do the energy work, and if you're successful with it, then I suggest you find a Reiki master and become attuned to Reiki 1. It'll amplify the work that you're doing tremendously. Alright, so the first thing we start off by doing is we're going to go to a meditation that's called the Gazo meditation. So the Gazo meditation consists of putting our two fingers together and releasing all thought from our mind, just concentrating on our two fingers. Before we go into the Gazo meditation, what we're going to do is we're going to prepare the area that we're working with using this symbol, the Chakra. Show them the Chakra. Alright, so the first thing I do is I start by clapping my hands 3 times. We do things in sets of 3s in Reiki. Then I rub my hands together briskly. I breathe in. And then I draw this Chakra symbol on all 4 corners of the room that I'm working with, or in the yard, where I'm in the yard right now. So I'm going to go and I'm going to draw it on the wall. Show them the symbol. And then I'll draw it on the next wall. And then I would draw it on the wall over there. There was growth, so I just drew it with my mind. Then I'm going to draw it on the wall over there. Then I draw it on the ground. Then I draw it on the ceiling. So follow me right here. On my side, so I can't draw it on the ceiling, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw it with my mind. Okay. Now the next thing I do is I take in a deep breath. After I've drawn all the symbols on all the walls, I take in a deep breath and I bless this area with light by saying, I bless this area with light. I bless this area with light. I bless this area with light. Then I come down, sit down, and doing this energy work, we never want to cross our legs or cross our arms. We want to keep our chakras open, our center meridian open for the energy coming up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down and I'm going to go, by using my conscious intention, I'm going to go down into the ground. And I go through the rocks and through the sand, through the water, through the magma, all the way to the core of the earth. I close my eyes. I see the core of the earth. I breathe it in. The earth is really big, so I want to take in big, deep breaths. And I draw it up to my lower dantian, or my root chakra, and I release this breath into my root chakra. I let the negative ions that I'm absorbing from the earth come into my body. Then I use this, which in the Qigong we call this the sword finger. I project my consciousness, just as I drew those symbols, by projecting my consciousness through my fingertips. I'm going to go into my heart chakra with that, and then I'm going to pull my energy up through my crown chakra, up into the air. And I go up, now I'm traveling through the sky. I have my eyes closed, I'm imagining I'm going out of the Earth's atmosphere. I see the moon, I see Saturn, I see Jupiter. I go further, out of past the asteroid belt. And I'm projecting my consciousness through outer space until finally I get to the source of light, the light of source creation. The light that's being sent to our central sun. and I tap directly into the light of source creation, and I pull it down into me using my conscious intention. And I say, I now allow the light of source creation to come down on top of my crown chakra, come down my spine into my heart, where it expands, and then it comes down my arms and comes out of my hands. When I say this, I can feel the light hitting the top of my head. As I say, I allow it to hit my crown chakra. And when I say it goes down my spine, I kind of crack my neck and twist my spine as I feel it coming down my spine. When it gets to my heart, I say, where it expands in my heart, I take in a deep breath. And I feel it expand. And then when I say it goes down my arms, it comes out of my hands, I clap my hands together 3 times and rub my hands together vigorously. And then I use my hand to guide this energy down my arm, out of my hand. From my heart, down my arm, out of my hand. Then I blow out. Then I breathe in. Then I go into the gaso meditation. When I do this, I close my eyes. I put my tongue to the roof of my mouth. And I release all thought from my mind. All I concentrate on is my 2 fingers. And I imagine that the whole universe is in between my 2 fingers. I sit there and I concentrate on these 2 fingers. Feeling the light coming down on my head. Feeling the biophotons come all through my body. And I stay right here in this position. Thoughts will come to you, like you left your car keys on the table. Don't entertain this thought. Just let it come and then release it. You'll think, oh, what do I have to do at work tomorrow? That thought will come in. Don't entertain that thought. Just release it. Thoughts will keep coming. You just keep releasing them. As the thought comes, release it. Eventually, after 5 or 10 minutes of you not paying attention to these thoughts, the thoughts they won't stop coming, but they will stay at bay. They won't fully come into you. After about 15 minutes, you should have your mind clear. Your mind should be clear, and you should just be concentrating on your 2 fingertips. Focus on your breath. Breathing in deep. Take in 3 seconds of breath. Breathe in for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. Hold it for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. You breathe it out for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. When I breathe it out, I blow it on my fingertips to put my consciousness right there between my fingertips, where I'm imagining all of the universes inside of my fingertips. And I stay like this for 15 to 20 minutes. In between the 15 to 20 minute mark, you should reach a state of Zen to where these thoughts are at bay now. They're not interrupting you. The outside world is now inside your fingertips with the rest of the universe. And you stay in this meditation for 15, 20 minutes, somewhere around in between the 15 to 20 minute mark. As you're doing this, your vibration should be raising so much that you'll start hearing a little ringing in the back of your ears. Start hearing a little ringing in the back of your ears. You'll start feeling a little vibration in the back of your head. You'll start feeling a little vibration in your fingertips. It's very subtle though. This energy work we're doing is we're working with subtle energies, very subtle. But if you pay attention, you'll notice it. So after about 20 minutes to 30 minutes, depending on how many times you've done this meditation. The first time you do the meditation, you shoot for 30 minutes. If you can only do it 20, good. If you can only do it 15, good. If you can only do it for 5 minutes, it's better than not doing it at all. But shoot for half an hour or 20 minutes. You'll know the time. Whenever you start, like I said, when you feel your energy, when you feel your vibration rising, you'll start hearing that ringing. You'll start feeling the vibration. Stay there about another 5-10 minutes. I don't use a clock though. What I do is I burn incense on the side of me. And so I have a timed by the incense of when I lit the incense, how long it takes to get to the halfway mark and how long it takes to fully burn out the incense. When I'm about halfway through the incense, that's about the 15-minute mark for the type of incense that I use. This is just me, this is my preference. If you have a clock, good. But I like to do this work outside where I can be in touch with the earth and in touch with the sun and the moon and the stars. So after we've finished the Gasso meditation that lasts for 20 to 30 minutes, now that we're charged up, what we do is we take our sword finger and we draw, or you can draw directly using your fingertip onto your hand, and we draw the Chakra symbol. I draw it on my hand. I use the sword finger. So here we go. Boom. And then I say Chakra, Chakra, Chakra. Then I do it in the other hand. I do it the opposite direction in the other hand. You can use the Chakra in either direction. Chakra, Chakra, Chakra. Feel the energy between my finger, in between my fingers, in between my hands. You can feel the energy after your vibrations raise. Now you're working with this energy. Blow onto it. We do things in threes, so I'm going to clap my hands together. I'm going to rub them together. At this point, if you want to pull more energy from your heart chakra down your arms and out your hands, do it. If you want to continue to say you feel the light coming down onto your head, coming down your spine into your heart where it expands, comes down your arms and out of your hands, do it. And this is a little meditation that you can do throughout the day while you're at work or walking, to the mailbox or wherever, just to raise your vibration, to give you a little boost of energy and connect you to the universe. But after we've raised our vibration and we're charged up, fully charged up and ready to go, and I've done the Chakra symbol into my hands, the next thing I do is I take my hands and I put them to the top of my head, and I say, I now allow Reiki energy to fill my crown chakra with light. I now allow Reiki energy to fill my crown chakra with light. I now allow Reiki energy to fill my crown chakra with light. I say it 3 times. Then I say Chakra, Chakra, Chakra. Then I repeat it again. I now allow Reiki energy to fill my crown chakra with light. I say it 3 times, then I say the Chakra 3 times. You're supposed to stay in each chakra for 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, you come down. I go to my Ajna chakra, which is the third eye chakra in between your eyes right here. And I touch it with the tip of my finger to ignite it. Boom. Now, your chakras, your Ajna chakra comes out like a flowering trumpet flower. It comes out the front of your face right here. It also comes out the back of your head right here. So what I'm doing is I'm using my hand to push the light into the front and pull it out the back like this. And then I come like that. Go back and forth. Or you can just stay still. You can just keep it directly right there to that chakra if you like. And I say, I now allow Reiki energy to fill my Ajna chakra with light. I say it 3 times. Then I say Chakra 3 times. And I continue to repeat this for the 3 minutes in that chakra. Then I move down to my throat chakra and I do the same thing. I now allow Reiki energy to fill my throat chakra with light. I say that 3 times. I say the Chakra 3 times. You can go back and forth saying it 3 times and 3 times and 3 times and working in sets of 3 until you're full of that, to the full 3 minute mark. And when I come down to my heart chakra, it's hard to reach around the back of your, reach around your back. If you would be doing the work on someone else, I would do the same motion from the front of the heart to the back. But since I'm working on myself, what I do is I take my hands and I cup them together around my heart. And I say, I now allow Reiki energy fill my heart chakra with light. I now allow Reiki energy to fill my heart chakra with light. I now allow Reiki energy to fill my heart chakra with light. I say it 3 times. And I say, Chokure, Chokure, Chokure. Then I repeat that for the duration of the 3-minute mark. But let me say this. If you feel like you have an imbalance in one of your chakras, and you'll know where the imbalance is, because you'll feel, some people say they feel heat, some people say that they feel the imbalance. You may feel, the way I feel is I feel a little uncomfortable when I'm in that area. When I feel this uncomfortable feeling, I know I need to stay there longer to push that blockage out of that area, that chakra. So then I go from my heart chakra, then the next is the solar plexus chakra. And I say, I now allow Reiki energy to fill my solar plexus chakra. I repeat it 3 times, and I say the Chakra 3 times. Then I go down to my sacral chakra, which is around your belly button. And I say, now allow Reiki to fill my sacral chakra with light. I say it 3 times. I say the Chakra 3 times. Then I go down to my root chakra. Then I do the same thing. I say, I now allow Reiki to fill my root chakra with light. Say it 3 times. Say the Chakra 3 times. Then once I'm finished, I use my hands to run this up and down my central meridian, like this, to get the biophotons flowing through my body, to get that ki energy flowing, to get the chi energy flowing of whatever modality you're using, whatever name you want to call it. It knows what it is. This energy is smarter than me, okay? So it knows what you're talking about. So I get it going, get it flowing like that. Then once I've got it flowing, I sit down and I put my hands open like this on my legs, and I just trying to absorb as much of this chi energy or ki energy, whatever you like to call it. I just absorb as much as I can by just allowing, just by consciously opening my whole body up to receiving this energy. Then when I'm finished, I come back to my heart chakra, and I said, thank you. I give thanks for this. Thanks for this healing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Master. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I give thanks for chi energy. I give thanks for Reiki energy. I give thanks to all the chi masters and Reiki masters that have come before me. I give thanks to the Reiki master who attuned me to Reiki, and I give a thanks to everyone that involved in this. The more thanks you give, the better it works, okay? It's good to be thanked, okay? All along the way I smile.